Well, hello, my lovelies. It's Emmy. Welcome back to another episode of Thirsty. Today I'll be trying something that I've heard about, but I have never tasted, and is the combination of Coca-Cola and milk. I've read that some people grew up drinking this, and from my understanding, it's just equal parts milk and Coke, and you just drink it together. Sounds very intriguing and interesting and a bit strange. I adore Coke. I don't drink it too often, but I love it. I love Coke. If memory serves me right, I do believe Laverne from Laverne and Shirley, this was her favorite drink, right? Coke and milk, is that right? I don't know, let me know in the comments below. So I haven't done one of these thirsty videos in a long time, but if you're interested in other beverage taste tests, I should put the playlist down below. Okay, so let's do this. Very simple, right? Add some Coke to the glass. Whoa. Try getting it in the glass. Whoa. I'm doing it roughly half and half. And it looks a bit like coffee milk. It doesn't look like it's exactly curdled, but it does seem to have gotten thicker. At least the milk has, in consistency. Doesn't smell funny. It smells a little bit like cola, not surprising, right? All right, let's give this concoction a taste. Cheers. It's not gross. But it's not exactly delicious either. Those of you that are concerned about my lactose intake, I have consumed an enzyme prior to this tasting, so I shall be fine. All right, let's go back to the tasting. There's a little hint of the Coke flavor left, but it sort of becomes something new. It's a little bit effervescent, a little bit tangy, and there's definitely a huge dairy element to it. But what I do like is the amount of sugar has been reduced, so it definitely becomes more of a beverage rather than just a soda. So it reminds me a little bit of a yogurt soda and kind of like those little tiny bottles of yogurt Yakult. If you've ever had one of those little yogurt drinks, it's a little bit like that. And I think it's something you could definitely get used to, but I don't think it's anything that I would request. This is another experiment that involves Coke and milk. So what you do is you take the bottle of Coke and you again add some milk to it. Add about that much. This time the ratio of Coke to milk is much higher. We're going to mix that up and we're going to allow that to sit for half an hour. And what's supposed to happen is there's a chemical reaction between the acid in the Coke and the dairy proteins in the milk. And this is supposed to separate. The proteins will precipitate out and we'll be left with a clear beverage and some chunks at the bottom. Appetizing, right? So it's been well over 24 hours and this one is still milky. So I had to do it again. This time I only added about a teaspoon of milk to Coke, and as you can see, it has separated into a kind of gross mixture. But as I move this bottle around, it wants to remix. So I'm gonna quickly give this a drink. Whoa. When I open it, it puts everything back into solution. See, it's remixed. Oh well. I'm gonna guess that it's gonna taste a lot like Coke because this is still mostly Coke, but let's see. I shook this up to get it really well incorporated, so it's definitely flat. And it does taste mostly like Coke. It's not as sweet, surprisingly, and it has a strange little something to it. Kind of tastes like old Coke or something. It's not entirely disgusting, but I won't be drinking this entire bottle. It is very different than the Coke milk though, because this has a lot more milk in it, so it completely kind of changes the beverage itself. This kind of still remains in the realm of Coke, even though it didn't look like it at all. I hope you enjoy that little experiment. So what I want to know is, have you ever mixed milk with any other kind of beverages? And if so, which ones? Are there ones that I should try? Let me know. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I hope you guys learned something. Don't forget to share this video with your friends, follow me on social media, subscribe, like, and all that good stuff. And I shall see you in my next video. Toodaloo, take care, bye. Hi, Rugrats.
Well, I got my butt wet, but
Oh,
now
yeah?
it's